following presentation of the National Football League.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome your New Orleans Saints?
Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out to one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
He was a comeback story that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. But he paired with head coach Kevin O'Connell, threw a whole bunch of touchdowns in Minnesota. Remember, Kate, he was an MVP frontrunner early last season. Exactly why the Seahawks targeted him, wanted him, and now have him in the fold.
They go play action on first. Cox, Cooper Kupp makes the play. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. This one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
He's out of bounds.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Well, third and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
First down, Seahawks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Here's second and 14. Here's a screen now for Walker. On the move, past the He's down to the 36 with almost enough for that first down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Receiver in motion, headed right. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll go down. The Saints make the play. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Now that's a bummer right there, Kate. Nothing early open on that down. And I'd much rather see him try to go forward, keep 4th down and play. Taking that big a loss really rules out that kind of decision.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They are led by the second-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
It was a tough season, Kate, in New Orleans a year ago. Coaching changes, lots of injuries to that offensive line. And Spencer, as a 5th-rounder, was thrown right into the fire as a rookie. But he persevered, he endured, and now he's going to get a chance to compete for the job this year.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Rattler to the air now. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
He keeps it himself. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Saints. First down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Another run for Kamara. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
49-yard line.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
13 yards on the
That is
play.
so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. They're going play action. Vacates quickly left side. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. Screen here for Kamara. He has room past the 25. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Good for us.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Working inside the Rattlers hit, the ball's out. And the Seahawks pick it up. He's at midfield. The 30. The 10. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Seahawks get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number one, make the recovery, or number two, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints, nothing.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Valus Jones now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's going to tuck it and run. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Saints.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it's largely going to be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Throwing now, off play action. He gets it to Juwan Johnson, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Running behind center with Kamara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. That's caught by Chris Olave. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Kamara gets it off the option. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Rattler setting to throw. It's caught right side by Johnson. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That's good for 7 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. Oh, he loses the football. And that should be Seahawks football. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You can almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. And the Saints, first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They'll go play action. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Counter give to Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a 7-yard gain on 2nd down. Only inches to go now on 3rd.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error, just a single yard to go?
QB sneak coming. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Saints reach pay dirt for the first time this game. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Seahawks take over.
So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Motioning the tight end now. Darnold looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 38. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pickup of 5 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's out of bounds, looks like right at the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He keeps it and takes off. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They just get the play off. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
I'll tell you what, anytime we get to see this safety display his range, it's a thing of beauty, not just in the passing game, but look at him navigating all that traffic downhill and applying the hit to stick it behind the line.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. and that sure altered the throw.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Showing a little burst so far. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Saints, still running back Alvin Kamara, trotting back out to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
44-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's good for us Saints.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on 1st down. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And the Seahawks with a dive look defensively, 3rd down. Rattler back to throw. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
30-yard attempt.
Groupie sends it through. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points, not what you're looking for in the call sheet.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Now Darnold. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 48. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
To get home and hit an impact quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Darnold now to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Saints come marching onto the field. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. They go play action on 1st. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Rattler to the air now. Finds a man underneath. It's Kamara. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Seahawks with 6 DBs out there. 3rd down coming up. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun now on 3rd down. It's on target to Johnson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Running right, it's Camara. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing is Rattler. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a walker run. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 31. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He'll try to do it himself. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
So many options on 3rd and 1. That playbook wide open. And when you call a QB sneak, the last thing you want is to see that play go backwards.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in.
The Saints take over.
New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They'll start things off with a run by Camara. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with Camara. And he's going to be brought down up to the 28-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safe call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Kamara. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He keeps this one himself. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
3rd and long for him here. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Rick Woolen with the INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Justin Reed with the tackle.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 46. Pass hauled in by the rookie from Miami. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Throwing the out route complete. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
1st down from the red zone. That throw behind his intended target. Fly finding Zach Charbonnet out of the backfield. It's 2nd and goal.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. On the ensuing drive. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints 10.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for Seattle.
Shaheed now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Now a run with Kamara. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints. Looking at 1st and 10. Now Rattler. Close carry by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Rattler setting to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Rattler. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. Rattler has it down close, and he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the
4. A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Rattler. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints earn the chance to tie before halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints make it 17 all.
17.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. They kick the running back in motion. He'll throw it. Throw left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He's back to throw. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Saints and Spencer Rattler coming out for their next drive.
23-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Run here with Camara. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Putting a receiver in motion. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, third down. Rattler back to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line.
The
Seahawks offense running out now.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Walker on 1st down. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Rattler to the air now. Screen here for Kamara. He breaks the tackle, and that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Short pass brought in. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for us Saints. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another run for Kamara. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing his Rattler. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Grupe sends it through, and they've taken back the lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. Escapes a defender. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First and 10 now from the 30. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Darnold to throw. Fires right away, but incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Hits him on the in route. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punting muted out now. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken. The Saints and Spencer Rattler coming out for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Running behind center with Camara. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They give to Camara, left side. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The tackle made.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Spencer Rattler on the scramble.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
So out now comes the punter. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
First down, Seahawks.
They'll go play action. Arroyo on the catch. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now Darnold. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 3rd quarter lead. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead.
24. Saints 20.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for Seattle.
On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. himself, headed right. It's Camara. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kid, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special. Right, that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Rattler setting to throw. Finds a man underneath. It's Camara. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. This is Camara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
It's on target to Johnson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
And the Saints, 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Camara. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Camara running out of the gun. Oh, he lost the football. And that should be Seahawks football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Seahawks and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. Now an inside handoff to Miller. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Rattler. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Groupie from the left hash. This would be 43 yards. Groupie sends it through, and that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, if he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
He puts some air under this one, deep right. Big gain downfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They go play action on 1st. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 11. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Walker now from the gun. He's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Hits him on the out route. And And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
First down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle!
Touchdown.
The Seahawks grow the lead to 7. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks grow their lead to 8.
31. Saints 23.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Here comes the Saints offense. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they've got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. Now Rattler. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's Rattler. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Brings up third down.
Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
He'll throw it yet again. Olave with the catch. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a give inside to Kamara. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third and just 2 to go. Rattler to the air now. Rolling left, buying some time. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Saints.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for second down.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
2nd and 13. Short pass brought in. The gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
A gain of 2.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
To the air, 3rd and long. Screen here for Camaro. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Complete to Alvin
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Here's an important kick now for Blake Grupe. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right half.
A 38-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
31.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Darnold to throw. Brought in by Arroyo in the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from balls.
On now comes their punter. He'll have his fair catch right along the 25.
The Saints take
The
over
Saints
first
and Spencer
10
Rattler coming
at
out for their
own
next drive.
25-yard line.
And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Kamara now on 1st and 10. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Brought down behind the
Give some
line of
credit to the
scrimmage.
defense on that
It's
one.
a
We don't
loss of
see
a
him get
yard.
fooled into making the
Brings up
wrong
2nd
read
and
very
11
often in the
at
RPO.
the
That's why the RPO, in
45-yard
fact,
line.
is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They're going play action. He lofts it deep left. Has it down close. Touchdown New Orleans. The Saints take a 4th quarter lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
So here are the Saints facing a consequential 2-point attempt.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And the pressure's there. He goes down. The sack denies them the 2-point conversion.
Score, Saints 32.
Well, the decision's pretty clear here, partner. You got to
31.
take the shot at going up by a field goal.
Yep, all about the odds here. Increasing the odds that you're either leading or tied if you get the ball back.
And either way, you're prepping your defense to cling to a very small lead.
Either way, that defense is clinging for this situation to go out and show out.
Blake Groupie to
Here's
kick
Groupie
off
on
for
now
the
to handle the
Saints.
kickoff. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10.
The Seahawks and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive begins with a walker run. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Ball carrier.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space, put your head down and go get the first.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Darnold. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the Defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Their punter making his way out now. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. Looking to return from the 29. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. The Saints still running back Alvin Kamara, trotting back out to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for a Saints. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing his Rattler. Now here he goes again. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Kamara. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. He'll throw it. This one's caught. And he will not get them to that marker. Heck, all he can do is get back to the line. 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
He's back to throw. Oh, what a catch! Back in the end zone. You gotta check the feet. Check the feet. Did he get him? No. Incomplete. Oh, great effort. Just couldn't toe tap it in. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
And 3 at the 14-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Darnold. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled for no gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Back to throw it. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. We give up the gut to Walker. He's out in the clear. Through the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Seahawks trail by just 1. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Setting up to pass. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Could not beat the defender there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Now to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks have taken the lead late. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
So as we expected, they're lining up to go for 2 here and a 7-point advantage.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th.
Seahawks 39, Saints 32.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for Seattle.
On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Saints come marching onto the field. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here he is to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks make the play that should win them this game.
Obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They're going to pass it here. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
That's completed right side. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The Seahawks in a victory formation as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Seahawks take this one on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from New Orleans.